turned into dust, like basically evaporating before your eyes. On certain pictures, you can see the cord column vaporizing.
Okay, so it couldn't have been nanothermite because that's, or thermite because that's an incendiary weapon, and that couldn't have exploded it. And it couldn't have been some C4 or something else because of the size of the building. And it couldn't have been a nuclear bomb because of all these other things.
Well, it could have been a nuclear explosion.
Could have been a nuclear explosion, or it could have been an exotic weapon, directed energy weapon, or something else like that. But you said now that they're converting sound into light.
Yeah, it's called sonoluminescence. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but it's basically a star in a jar. They shoot a laser at this titanium substance, and it becomes a star in a jar. And it's like a million degrees inside that little star.
Yeah. So why should it have to be nanothermite or C4 or whatever when they have technology like that we don't even know about? So we don't know what it was, but what's happening now is dividing the movement along lines of it was nanothermite or it was nuclear or something else.
Well, it's also leading like hundreds of thousands of people in the wrong direction. And
just for the purpose of splitting us up?
Yeah, and if you say anything against it, like to guys like Alex Jones, you're like obstructing the investigation. But when you look at what their premise is, what investigation? That's not an investigation. Science is looking at things from a variety of angles and not concluding that you have bombshell evidence, as Alex Jones says. That's not science. Until you reach a reasonable hypothesis or a theory, you got to keep looking at every possible angle.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, that's science.
It's funny though because actually that is how science is now. They'll say, find the relationship between adenovirus and obesity, and they'll find it. They'll find a way to find it. Start with the conclusion and work backwards from that.
But you're supposed to be working to continuously disprove your work, and that's what makes science valid, is when it stands the test of time. Because many people have been laboring to disprove something which they failed to do.
Those microscopic balls that Richard Gage talks about that are indicative of thermite.
Nanothermite.
Right. Well, they find the exact same balls in crop circles.
Maybe they use nanothermite in crop circles.
So,
What is it? Directed energy weapon?
they think they make crop circles with some kind of lasers or something.
Wait, do you think it's humans or it's aliens making the crop circle?
I personally believe that most of them are made by humans.
Like the same people who did 9/11?
I know you're good. I don't know. I don't know.
Would you say that it could be the Illuminati who've been making the crop circle?
No, it's the church lady.
No, really, I'm not joking. It's the same people. It comes down to the same thing. The same ones who are making the crop circles and making you think it's aliens. They're in on it. They're in on 9/11. They're the ones who bring the New World Order. They're the Illuminati. They serve the devil. It's all true. I can't deny that.
I know she sounds really whacked out, but there's some truth to what she's saying.
You're saying I sound really whacked out?
Like a Looney Tune? Yeah.
But there is truth to what I'm saying, even though I'm total raving. In that case, it's all true.
There's always truth to what you're saying, man.
There's always truth to what I'm saying. Uh-oh, she's getting up. time I eat here, I'm like so happy afterwards.
I'm always happy, but
Especially happy after MSG Mexican food. Ah, good. Finally, I was going to threaten the dine and dash. You put on your coat and they think that you're leaving and they bring you the bill. It worked really